So what is going on, guys? Just for Cuber, in this new video I'm going to teach you how to solve the 5 slices Cubeshape cases on the square one. Let's dive into it. So the first case is scallop square. This is pretty easy one because it's also quite intuitive. As you can see, you have a square on bottom and here a scallop. The way this case works is just by reducing it to scallop kite. All the 5 slices Cubeshape cases reduce into an easy one. So if you don't yet know the other ones, the 3 slices ones, it's gonna be pretty hard for you to follow along. So if you still don't know them, just check them out on our channel. So the way you solve this case is by bringing up an L. It can be this one here, but it can also be this one here. It doesn't really matter. You just want to bring one L on the other layer, then you want to move the other one towards it. So when you slice again, they're going to be paired up. And at this point, you simply want to solve scallop kite. Now, pawn square, this is not that intuitive, but the way you're going to solve this case is the same way as the previous one, same thing, scallop kite. So the way you solve it is, you want to see these 3 here that are paired up, and you want to attach them to this L down here. So you go down and you attach them to an L. It doesn't really matter. It can also be this one. This square has no orientation, so you can just pair these 3 with the L. You pair them up, and now as you can see, you're here with a pretty easy case, pretty familiar one, and you just want to misalign the bottom layer. So when you slice again, you're gonna get a kite on bottom. Now, this is probably one of the less intuitive cases, but there is actually a very, very easy way to solve it. It's scallop fist. The way you want to solve this case is by taking this L. You want to preserve the pair, so it's not this L here, because you want to preserve this pair. And you want to pair up this L with these 4 pieces here. It doesn't really matter if you do it this way or this way with the fist misaligned. You simply have to pair the L to these 4 pieces here. So let's do like from here, L, 4 pieces, you pair them up, and now you got a pair on bottom. And here, if you see, it's just the standard case in which you have a line and these 4 here. So you want to bring these 2 down into a scallop kite, and then you solve it. Now, scallop muffin could be quite intuitive if you pay attention to it. Basically, you have this scallop here on top and the muffin on bottom. And the way you want to solve it is by preserving these 4 here. And you want to bring this line up like that. Then you want to move these 2 opposite to the opposite to the line. And then you slice again. This way, you're going to have scallop kite. Now for this case, we have pawn and shield. The way to solve it is actually pretty easy and pretty straightforward. You want to attach these 2 here to these 3, like that. Okay, you want to attach them to these. Obviously, don't pair like these 2 with these 3, because otherwise you're going to get this pretty bad star case. So you just take these 2, attach them to that one, and now you get 4 in line. And here on bottom you have the pair, so you just do a 1 on top, slice, scallop kite, which is pretty straightforward. Now here's another pretty straightforward case. Basically what you want to solve it is like the previous one. You want to attach this pair here to these 3, slice, and now you have basically the same case that you had before. So line here, pair opposite to the line, slice, scallop kite, solve it, and you're done. Now for this case here, it works as the previous 2. So you just want to pair these 2 pieces to these 3 here, and now you have the same case. So you bring these 2 opposite to the line, slice, and you get scallop kite. Now we have pawn muffin. The way this case works is not like the previous ones. While the previous ones reduced into scallop kite, this one goes into scallop. And the way you want to solve it is by taking any of the lines of the muffin, pair them with the 3 and 1 of the pawn, like that. So you now get 2, 2, and 4. Now it's pretty straightforward. You take these two and you pair them up with these other two and you get scallop, scallop. Now this is very similar to the previous one. You simply have kite and pawn. You want to attach these two pieces of the kite to the 3 and 1 of the pawn. So you now get 2, 2 and 4, and you're just going to do the same thing that you did before. So scallop, scallop, and solve it. Now you got shield, scallop. This is also pretty easy. Basically what you have to do is to preserve the scallop and pair these 4 edges all together. So you basically hold these 4 away from the slice, and then you're just gonna slice, U prime, slide to pair them up, and scallop, scallop. Now you get this pawn case. Basically, you recognize it from the previous one by a very easy thing. So if you start from these 3 here, you go clockwise, you'll meet 1 corner and 1 edge. Same thing from here. So if you see 3 edges, corner, edge, it means that it's this case here and not the other one that is absolutely better. For this case here, you want to just slice. So you got the start case, and now you misalign, scallop, scallop, and you solve it. Now you get barrel, shield. This is not very intuitive, but I mean, yeah, it's actually not too intuitive, but you can understand it very easily. Basically what you have to do here is to save the shield, or you can also hold it like in the slice, but it's the same, it doesn't really matter. For example, if you do it from here, just want to bring one of these 2 down, move it either left or right, and then go up. So you'll simply get shield. Same thing from here. If it's not in range, you just want to bring 1 down and then move the top one. As you can see, it still works. It doesn't really matter. Now this is insanely good because you can spam it. I mean, solution can be like that, which is very fast and very it's not awkward. It's really fast. Finger tricks are easy. So you want to learn this case just not intuitively, but you want to learn the algorithm. And basically the way you do it is you hold the shield here. I mean, these 2 and these 2 on the right. You move the L upward, move it like towards back and go down. So you basically get a square here. You're just moving this L from this position to this position. And now you simply solve shield square. Now, this is absolutely the less intuitive of all. But there's a pretty interesting way you can solve it with only 5 slices. Because I remember that the first time I learned it, I used to use an algorithm that required 6 slices and it was pretty awkward. But I later found one with only 5. And it goes like this. Basically, you need to hold like these 2 and these 2 on the same side. And this line here of the fist on the other side. So when you do a slice, you get 3 and 3 and the L is here. And now if you notice it, you already know this case because here there is a pawn and here are these 2 pieces, and if you pair the L with these 2 pieces, you're gonna get pawn, which you can now solve in only 3 slices. Now this last of the pure cases, basically it's fist pawn, which can be sometimes pretty awkward. And actually the way you recognize it from the good one is that if you think about creating a square by pairing this L here with this L here, and you see, I mean, you imagine you're gonna get like a scallop or bad stuff, then it means it's a bad one. I mean, it's this one here, 5 slices. Otherwise, if you know that by bringing these 2 down and getting a square, you're going to get a shield on top, then it means it's a good one. Also, if you think about pairing these 2 with these 2, you see you're going to get a shield, it's a bad one. Okay, and the way you solve this case is actually quite easy. You just want to bring these 2 edges down. Obviously, make sure you preserve these pieces of the pawn. You go down, you bring these 2 in front, and go up again. So you can see you get pawn because you're just moving these 2 from here to here, which is actually very easy. Okay, pawn here, and you solve it. So guys, that's it for our tutorial. Next time we'll check the 6 and 7 slices cases, and hopefully you enjoyed and we've been useful. So see you next video.